Hello YouTube, it's Jorge Compost 5604, bringing you an OU Magic as an opponent I found on the Wi-Fi, Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. So looking at this team, I right away realized that he's for some reason running a mono psychic team, which I don't really mind because I have Lucario and Hydreigon that can hit them all with Dark Pulse, and then I have Gelatin to mostly just wall all of them because they all look physically they all look special except for his Metagross, which is obviously probably going to be physical. So looking at his team, I was thinking he was going to lead off with his Reuniclus to get the Trick Room up for Metagross, but then I wasn't too sure what he wanted to lead off because looking at the rest of the team, it's all pretty fast Pokemon like Alakazam, Sigilyph, and Starmie. But anyways, let's just get into the battle. He doesn't have a YouTube account, so let's just call him Corey. Well, I'm going to lead off with my Metagross because I just want to get off my Stealth Rocks, as he's actually going to lead off with this Starmie, which I kind of didn't really care because I know it would just probably go for a trick. So Starmie, as I said, goes for a trick, and he tricks me a Choice Specs, and I give him a Leftovers, which really sucks for me. So I go for Stealth Rock, and now I get my Rock Slip, and here I stayed in thinking he would go for another trick to trick my other Pokemon. So I just stay in and go for another Stealth Rock, just in case it wanted to trick again. I get my Leftovers back. So now I'm just going to switch out, and I'm going to my Squidward because it can pretty much wall all of his moves, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Trick, or Scald. Or it doesn't even have Hydro Pump, but it has Scald. So it goes for Scald, that does barely anything, like 30 HP. And my Black Sludge is going to get me up to around 48, so I recovered quite a lot HP from my Black Sludge. So now he's going to switch out, as I didn't really care, I just went for the Toxic Spikes. So I get one layer up of Toxic Spikes as he's out into his Metagross. And here, I didn't really know if it would have Earthquake or not, so I'm just going to go for Protect, just to scan what he's going to do. So he goes for Earthquake, so now I know he does have the Earthquake. So now I know just to stay in and go for his call and hopefully get a burn, because I don't think I have anything with, well, I do have my Heatran with the Air Balloon and Hydreigon with that has Levitate. So I stay in, okay, hoping for the burn. And naturally just hit me with the Meteor Mash, and that does around 1/3, even though I resisted. So that total was 1/3. So I'm just gonna go for Protect again, just to see if he's gonna go for Meteor Mash or Earthquake. And he's gonna go for Earthquake again. So now thanks to my Black Sludge, we both have like around the same amount of health. So I'm just gonna use Scald again, just hoping I can get the burn, so his Metagross could become pretty much just useless. And now he's down to half HP, and thankfully I get the burn. But sadly he has a Lumberry, which really sucks, so then I know for a fact this Earthquake is going to take me out. So that really sucks because my Tentacruel is pretty much my wall for pretty much this whole team, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to switch out into my Heatran because I have the Air Balloon, so I know it won't hit me. I have the Air Balloon, and then all of his moves I pretty much resist, like Bullet Punch and everything. So for some reason he stays in and goes for Bullet Punch. That literally does nothing to me. I'm just gonna go for Roar and roar him out of there, and I'm gonna roar him into his Sigilyph, which isn't gonna take any damage from the Toxic Spikes or Stealth Rocks due to its ability. So he just gets the Flame Orb activated, and it goes for a Calm Mind. So I know he has Sword Tower probably and Psycho Shift, but I don't know why he went for a Calm Mind. Just then you're gonna roar him back out. And sadly, I roar him back out into Metagross, which really sucks because I know he's probably faster. So I'm just gonna switch out and go into my Hydreigon, my 3 heads, because I know it won't take any damage from the Earthquake thanks to its Levitate ability. So that's where it takes it. He goes for Earthquake, just keep it safe. And I'm just gonna stay in as he goes for a Bullet Punch, which I knew he would go for, and I knew I could live it. And I go for Dark Pulse. So I was thinking right here it was going to KO it, but it actually lives with like 20, not even 20, like 10 HP. So you guys have another Bullet Punch, and this is practically where I just sweep his whole team. Hydreigon I think sweeps his whole team. Because I take on one Pokemon. Hydreigon takes out one Pokemon. So right here, I think I've lost one of my Pokemon, my Tentacruel. Yeah, I lost my Tentacruel. So his Metagross is now gone. So I'm just gonna keep. So now I have a choice card. So now I'll see pretty much anything he wants to send in. And I know Alakazam usually have focus sashes. So I go for Dark Pulse, and obviously that's going to bring it down to its sash. And I actually get really lucky as he goes for the Focus Blast, and he actually misses Focus Blast. That's really good for me. And I go for Dark Pulse. So that means Hydreigon's taken out two of his Pokemons already, Metagross and Alakazam. So next he's just gonna switch out into his Starmie, and I was thinking after the Stealth Rock damage, and well, I was thinking this from the Stealth Rock and Poison, it would probably KO it. But as you see, I go for another Dark Pulse, and this is actually, I think it KOs Starmie. Yeah, I KO Starmie in one shot. So probably just walk up to get a crit, so that's why I KO'd it. So right now, Hydreigon killed three of his Pokemon, Starmie, Metagross, and Alakazam. So next he's going to go on to Espeon, and it gets hurt by Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes, all that stuff. I go for another Dark Pulse, and so right now I'm just spamming Dark Pulse. I don't want to switch out because I know I'll potentially have a sweep right now. So I go for Dark Pulse, and I was thinking actually it would live and hit me with like something, but surprisingly it doesn't live. So now I'm taking on four of his Pokemon. So he got into Reuniclus. I knew this thing was gonna take a Dark Pulse because it's huge, like defenses and HP. So I've taken out four of his Pokemon. I go for a Dark Pulse. It does around a little bit over half, like it does a little bit over half, and I dodged the second Focus Blast. So I'm getting really lucky with all the hacks. As I go for another Dark Pulse, so that's always gonna KO Reuniclus. So I've KO'd five of his Pokemon: Reuniclus, Starmie, Espeon, Metagross, and Alakazam. So all we have left is that Sigilyph. So I knew it would probably be, no, I knew I was faster, and I didn't think, I thought this Dark Pulse was actually gonna take it out. So I go for Dark Pulse, and as you see, it lives with barely any HP. But thankfully, I get the flinch off. So then I just go for another Dark Pulse, and that'll be game. So I don't know why he decided to run a mono Psychic type. Since I had a Hydreigon and Lucario, I could have just used either one of them to sweep him. But it was a nice battle. I would link his channel in the description, but sadly he doesn't have a channel. He had a really nice battle. You should go, if I could, I'd link his channel in the description, like I said, to go check him out. But sadly he doesn't. So that was a nice match, Corey. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.